I barely know how to start this video. Back in 2008, I had just moved to Austin, Texas. And I was writing down things that seemed important to me. I was writing down what happened. I was writing down what excited me, what saddened me, what hurt me. I had a blog that I would express everything in a very flowy manner. And I remember I felt very free. I was able to say anything I wanted about whomever I wanted. Pay no attention to modesty or to pride or to show offiness, because I would just publish all my stuff in his blog that I always thought no one will ever see. So I was free. I felt free. Of any restrictions for my expressions. And my mode was writing. And I wrote and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote. Until I had sex for the first time. And at that time, I felt that my experiences no longer belonged only to me. And I did not have my one-sided right to say whatever I wanted and whenever I wanted about whomever I wanted and about whomever I had experienced sex with. It just became a question in my mind of privacy, as in, oh, do I have the right to just express out into the world exactly what had happened? Well, I fucked a co-worker. And that made me feel fear that having that known in the world would cause problems. It might cause me to be fired, it might cause her to be fired, it might simply cause friction between people in the office. I didn't know what would happen. So I remembered I just stayed clear and thought, oh, okay, yeah, there's this topic. No, I'm not going to talk about that. And I actually wrote about it. I was like, oh, these things are happening, but I can't say anything about them because I'm afraid of the consequences. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And sometimes I read those things I wrote back then, and they just seem distant. What I was thinking, though, is that was the moment when I just I didn't feel free to express anymore. Not as freely, not as fully. Because I felt that my experiences were not only mine anymore. That was an act of disempowerment for myself. I realized. Because that's false. My experiences still belong to me. One-sidedly. This does not mean, of course, that I cannot choose what I share and what I do not share at any particular moment. What I noticed, though, is that I set myself a limit, as saying, posting about sex with other people, that is my limit. Everything else in the world, open for saying, yes, but that is a limit. And though I cannot trace it, or I don't have the trace right now, I know that that limit began encroaching upon the rest of my expression. Because that bit of fear mixed in with shame about my first sexual encounter, or any sexual encounter, began to speckle and morph and move around through my world of concepts until I just found myself not free to say whatever I wanted. And it wasn't particularly about other people. It was just that little by little, I just felt a little bit more ashamed and a little bit more ashamed and a little bit more fearful about what is it that I can say and I cannot say. I think I'm missing an outlet of expression. Some of these days I am moving around in my apartment and something's missing. I don't know what it is. I'm just looking for something, I don't know, something that attracts me, something that gives me purpose, and I find nothing. What I end up doing is moving around, busily walking between the kitchen and my bedroom, grabbing some snacks and going back and watching YouTube and going back and getting some snacks and getting something to drink, and then going into the living room and doing some kind of connection on WhatsApp, or maybe if I feel especially adventurous, I go out for a walk. But the point is, I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just going, looking. What is it? What? Like, I'm unconsciously headed somewhere, looking for something that I don't know what it is. And unconsciously, it's more important. It's important enough because it's overriding my everything else, because that's what I'm doing. And consciously, I just feel like, yeah, there's nothing else that I am particularly driven to do. And so that unconscious desire, which is strong, it just drives me. And I can feel it, there doesn't make any sense that my stomach is full and I keep devouring peanuts and rice milk like a guy who doesn't know that he's full and that his stomach is hurting, and I keep eating. And right now I feel that what's missing is an outlet of expression. I like expressing just by nature. When there's a space to express or there's something important to express, I like whack, come up and I say it. And I mean, it feels good. And yet mostly I don't say anything. I stay quiet. I stay with myself. The habit with other people seems to be healthy because of, I don't know if because of, but it's related to me classifying as a projector and being better if I just shut up until I wait for an invitation. And actually, in experience, that seems to work out okay. Being the center of attention in a social circle does not really work for me. In the last 20 years, at least. However, there's a need I find inside for an expression to just say things, say whatever comes out. And this video is my attempt at doing this. It's saying whatever comes to mind. What's in my mind? What's in my mind is that I feel that I abandoned free expression in 2008 when I had sex for the first time. And now 12 and a half years later, I'm sick and tired of not being able to say and be exactly who I am. In recent years, I've been seeing YouTube channels sprout up like beings. Beings on a wet field. Like weeds, that would be the actual thing to say. And I like them. I like these YouTube channels that appear and that they are so diverse. They can be about technology, about physics, about I'm blind and I want to speak about it, about I went to jail and I want to speak about it, about tantric yoga, about self-love, about what? Climate change, or different technologies for batteries that are arising, or space exploration, what missions are launching. And I think the new rover is going to launch somewhere, sometime in like a month. What is it, Perseverance? Yeah, Curiosity is already up there. See, parenthesis. Right now I was thinking, no, that's not relevant to say in a video. And what I'm thinking is I don't fucking care. If this is what I'm saying, then this is what I'm saying. Anyway, space exploration, whatever, anime, cool videos on the internet, whatever. I mean, yes, it is not healthy to just watch that forever and very time consuming. What I've found is that I feel envy at times because their expression is just full on. Of course, perhaps there are millions of YouTube channels and I know of tens of them, which is okay. Oh my God, overly sarcastic productions with myths and history, super good. Or Z Frank with true facts about the world, about the universe. Highly recommended. Anyway, all these topics, they're talking about whatever they want. And I hear them and I feel, okay, they want to talk about that. They are passionate about that thing, whatever it is. And I don't have anything to talk about. Not something specific, not a topic, but the expression, the actual expression they are doing, the outlet, when I see them talk, when I see them express, I feel, yes, yeah, I want that. I want that. And I've been feeling this slight envy grow a little bit. Not grow, just it pops off every now and then. And it's a healthy envy. It's not like I'm gonna be like, that guy, I don't want him to do. No, I love the day they're expressing out, go and do it. It's amazing for the world. Oh my god, 3 blue, 1 brown. Atlas Pearl's pretty good. It's okay. Who else? Z Frank is amazing. Steve Mold is pretty good. Technology Connections. Oh, yes. Um, now, now I'm just listing my favorite YouTube channels. Gaia Sanskrit. Very nice songs. I want to do that. I want to express, I want to expose, I want to exhibit, I want to just say exactly what I am, who I am, what I'm thinking, what's my favorite, what's not my favorite, what I hate, what I love, what I fuck, what I everything. And I don't care if people see it or not. I don't care if it gets popular. I don't want to care if it gets praised or if it gets mocked or if it gets me done whatever to. Mostly whatever. I don't want to care for consequences of being who I am and of saying what I say. So now I'm here and I'm recording a video. That I chose to record only with a candle. Because I saw the suggestion on a Facebook post and I thought it was good. Not the candle, actually. It just said, make a beautiful place. And I thought, okay, I'll make a beautiful place. And that in my mind was putting up a candle and closing the blinds. And the candle. Voila. I wonder if I have 12 plus years of stuck content that I now would do well to go and clean out of my system. Maybe. There's just a lot of things that I want to be said, a lot of things. And I'm like trying to stay on topic. The topic being, I feel like expressing. I feel like exposing myself. I feel like exhibiting myself. Exposing, that's the word. That's what I was afraid of exposing myself and being subject to criticism or praise or committing to an expression. That feels a little scary, committing. If I say something here on a record and it goes on the internet, I committed that video for digital eternity. And somehow now that becomes part of my digital persona. And that's a bit scary. Because if I let my mind begin to think about it, it will think what? Oh, will I be known as the weird guy who talks in an untrained fashion with barely any light and looks like for some people, he looks like he could be a serial killer. And for some people, he just looks like he's a little crazy. Yeah, my mind will make up these scenarios. And I do not want to care. I don't want to care. Yes? I think in this video I'm just saying out, I wish to express, I wish to not be held back by these limits that I have set upon myself. There are many things that I am happy to talk about. Oh, I forgot to say, yeah, when I was like looking for something, I could feel that what I was looking for was a person so that I could talk to them in a one-on-one fashion in these kind of very intimate way. I'm not talking sexual intimate, just intimate, one-on-one, like listening, one-on-one conversations that are deep and true. Ooh, cool pose here. Ooh, shiny eyes. One-on-one connections. That's what sometimes I felt that, like, oh, if I could just have someone to talk to right now. The desire is in the expression, more than being listened to. Sometimes it is being listened to, of course, but no, the desire right now is just the expression, And I am being listened to. Here you are, camera, listening to me. And that's why I'm doing it here and not just in front of an empty table. Let's see if I can move the candle without you noticing that I'm moving my body. Barely. No. Not really. Oh well. See? Now I have like a bird's shadow on my forehead. It's like a bird-shaped eyebrow on top of my eyebrows. Flying bird. It's a spirit bird. Spirit bird, he creaks and groans. She creaks and groans. And why video? Video because it is so much quicker than typing. Typing can be fun. Typing is cool sometimes. Words, written words. But video is just quick, 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 quick. I can say anything, I can gesture anything, and it gets across. Expression, exposure. More topics to talk about. The next video it will be.